Alright, howdy ho folks. Back at it again, Outbound Ghost. Last time we left off, we helped an old biddy with a hole in her head as how does that sound? She's really the only ghost we ever see with a proper something like that. I don't even know if you consider it a wound. In this episode, we were instructed to head north, which means obviously we should head southwest. Oh, I believe we're still on the trail of Adrian. For whatever reason. Ooh, another send help card. Majigger. Ooh, and that's a piece of candy. Okay. Yeah. So, I can't remember if we were talking about anything really in particular last episode. I think we were more just exploring the main town, or should I say central Outbound, considering it's supposed to be one town amongst all the areas, just different districts. Oh, okay. It was just a lantern popping in and out. Gosh dang. Yeah, getting a lot of popping with various odds and ends in this game, and that's upsetting. I just hope this game's stable enough to actually finish it. I have the overarching anxiety of it basically dying or something, or me having to restart the console and the save just being kaput. But no use crying over that when it hasn't even happened yet. Let's just try to keep on keeping on. Ooh, graveyard. Ooh. So I believe I mentioned, I think this game was what was it? Kickstartered? Which is just another upsetting aspect of the whole legal issues that this game is currently going through. But this seems a whole lot like the one of the Kickstarter goals, basically. Just have your name on a grave. That tends to happen a lot. What was it? I was checking whether or not to back this one project, because it's piece of candy. New bear. Because it's done by the people who originally made Daggerfall. Pongo was here. Ooh, that's a bummer. These ones are a bit harder to read. But it's made by the a lot of the main team of Daggerfall from back in the day. And I don't know if probably the Kickstarter's ended by the time this episode goes up. But it's open world RPG nonsense by people who have made open world RPG nonsense. But they didn't want to be super tied to studios, so they were doing it indie for like past few years, and they decided to finally just ask for a bit of funding. They obviously already have a lot kind of figured out gaming wise, so it was arguably a very safe Kickstarter crowdfunded project, to be perfectly honest. But like many other crowdfunded projects, one of the things you can purchase is just like your name into the game, and that's usually what this kind of equates to. Oh no, it's not something I'd outright go for, but it's not something I'd outright be like, you seriously spent money on that? It's like, no, this is perfectly viable. It's nice. What you got going on? What's that? You want to get over that fence? Looks like you have 2 send help membership cards. You've earned my help. Step over there. Oh. Are you ready? No, I'm not. Nope. Okay. Does that use up my cards? Nope, still got 2. Okay, cool. I was worried they were like consumable or whatever. Actually, I don't think this game even has any sort of engine to have consumable anything. Like, you really can't use a majority of items besides in crafting. So, basically, I don't think this game has a setup for something like I talked to some dude and... Ooh, privacy. Okay. Basically lose an item in a dialogue conversation. Which sounds weird to like just state out loud. It's like, what do you mean this game doesn't have like the setup to lose an item in dialogue? I just don't think something like that was added to this game, because as far as I'm aware, there hasn't been a need for something like that just yet. Not whatsoever. What you got going on? Myrtle? The people who lay here. It's only because of them that this world exists. Yeah, definitely Kickstarter nonsense. It's not nonsense. It's really not. I shouldn't phrase it like that. Honestly, I'm curious if anyone watching this was one of the original backers back in the day. Because if so, are you guys like getting... Use 1,000 lockpicks. I don't know how to look at this. Like, am I ever technically meant to go past this gate? Yes or no? Is what I'm curious about. That's interesting. Like, as opposed to 1,000 lockpicks, it feels more like... I don't know, using a key there would have been smart. I don't know. I don't know what the dev was intending with that 1K lockpick amount. I wonder if you can actually, like, I don't know, get this on a jailbroken system or whatever, and actually add that many lockpicks to get back there on a physical copy of this game. Or maybe there's some plot point where we have the, like, a skeleton key that counts as 1,000 lockpicks, just coding wise, and that's why it showed up like that, even though it still had the key icon. Who knows? It just seems weird, considering the other stuff we've seen so far, for a locked gate to need 1,000 lockpicks. But as I was saying, I'm curious if anyone watching this was actually part of the original Kickstarter. And if so, are you guys still properly getting updates from the dev as he's trying to get this stuff sorted? Okay. Like, I'm... Honestly, all I've done looking up this game was more so, watching one video back in the day and wanting to grab it because I saw it on the shelf and I'm like, I'm never gonna find this game if I don't pick it up now, am I? Yeah, it turned out to be true. Anyways, this looks locked. Dang, I wonder if we can lockpick it. Let me try. I definitely don't have enough. It seems very well secured. I wonder if... Did you hear that? Yeah, what was that? Again? Get away from us. Seems like Adrian has his own freaking buddy now that's just as aggressive. And there's John Wayne Doe and Sherry. Seems like everyone's getting their own little posse going. This is interesting. Oh, it's doing the Dragon Quest thing. I actually like that. I'll talk about it more after this. No. We need to talk, Adrian. We're not leaving until we do. Stop. Go on, Adrian. I'll fend them off and join you soon. Okay. What? I think I just heard John Wayne Doe, Shirley, and Adrian. Seems like they may be up there having a confrontation. I think you two are right. Oh, who are you? Frank? Oh, this is Shirley's grandfather? Yep, that's me. And if I'm right, you're Linda, Ethel's great-granddaughter, right? How do you know that? Ethel babysat me when I was younger. I've been keeping in touch with her ever since. Although... I tried to link up right before we all died, but... her memory's not great. She doesn't remember me anymore. Yep, that's her alright. Anyways... what are you doing here, Frank? I got a bit tired of sulking around, so I decided to join you and Michael on the chase. Looks like you're not with him, though. Is Linda your replacement? Well... yeah, he's not too happy with me. Maybe I'll tell you about it when we find him. That Michael. I'll give him a nice lecturing when we find him. Who does he think he is, leaving his little sister all by herself? Hey, it's nice to reminisce and all, but shouldn't we be trying to open this gate and find the others? Oh yeah! Let me deal with that. Whoa! How do you do that so easily? Frank was a locksmith before he retired. How'd you get in here? And who are you? Well, I'm a locksmith, and I'm a locksmith. He was the best in all of Outbound. Without a shadow of a doubt. Anyways, let's go. Shirley, John Wayne Doe, and Adrian aren't gonna find themselves. Alright, I can dig it. I'm curious. I may cut it out if it doesn't pan out to anything. But I do want to take this Deuterino over to the other locked gate, considering, well, he's a locksmith. Strange, isn't it? Outbound didn't really exist until about 100 years ago. It's all thanks to the railroads that we were able to build this town. Yeah, infrastructure tends to make it viable for a lot of cities, huh? Nobody's running the train, cause I guess the humans would be freaked out of us. Outbound rail? More like outbound fail. Ooh, dang, yo. That's a burn to people I don't know and do not care to learn about. Seems like we keep going. Talk to these dudes. I want to get in the water with my brother, but what if I drown and die? I know, right? Such a horrid fate. I don't think there's any way for me to get into the water, and that is hashtag rude. What sob freaking took the pool ladder out. This is not The Sims. You're not allowed to do that. Remember, kids, if somebody ever asks, how can God be so cruel? Just tell them, like, you never played The Sims, have you? I'm frankly offended you think you can be more than one of me. Oh, wait. I'm frankly offended you think there can be more than one of me. Seagulls? Nah. Sound like he's being clever. Brian? Nope, never heard of him. Oh, no, it's not Brian. It's Brain. Yeah, there's multiple brains around, that's for sure. I am so excited. Gosh, I can't wait to freaking go on that train. That's never happening. Oh. Now that's interesting with the roof aspect. I'm curious which one is the base component of the roof, which is... I'm going to assume the blue roof is actually the base component, and the thatched bit is what's added, because it's what's popping in as we get closer. Huh. Interesting. Anyways, as I was saying, the Dragon Quest bit is in the Dragon Quest games, you're usually a silent protagonist with very few exceptions usually, but those exceptions tend to usually be when you're controlling someone else besides the protagonist. And as we just saw with bummer drummer, can't get through there. It looks like just a reused aspect of the railroad, to be honest. And once more, that's not me like griping at the game. I don't want anyone who's like worked on this game to think I'm griping it. I know what the heck's going on, guys. At least to a degree, not to the degree you guys know, but I understand there's a reason the game is like this. And it's not the fault of a lot of people involved. It is the fault of some individuals, but not a lot of individuals. But as I was saying, usually if you're not controlling the protagonist in a Dragon Quest game and controlling whatever side character, you'll usually actually be able to talk to the protagonist at some point and hear him talking, which you would never had before. But the side character you're controlling at that point is silent. And that's just kind of like a weird... We talked about it earlier in this game, the whole like silent protag and how that's a trope or whatever. The Dragon Quest franchise just thought of like a unique way of handling it, where it's like, yeah, he's silent when you're controlling him because you're kind of supposed to infer what you want him to say in that scenario because it's a role-playing game. But when you aren't controlling him, he's obviously got a personality and he's interacting with people. He's always been doing that. It's just been silent for the player's sake, in a sense. The Dragon Quest Treasures game that came out vaguely recently, honestly showcased this a lot because in the game you're controlling... I was hoping he would allow us to lockpick that because he's right there. Oh well. The two twins. And when you're controlling one, they're silent, but the other twins being mouthy. But you'll switch between them very regularly during that game and hear the one you're controlling being mouthy back. It's like they're fully developed characters that are having dialogue. It's just when you're controlling them and kind of like donning their mask, I guess you could say, you can kind of just input what you think they might be saying. So yeah, Silent Protag 1.5. I suppose game development wise, Silent Protag 1.75 would be the silent JRPG Protag besides when you do like dialogue options. So you are able to give a bit more, yeah, this is what I'd want to say in this scenario or whatever. Kind of like one of the Persona games. But I just do like the fact that John Wayne Doe is not the milquetoast cardboard cutout that we thought he was up till now. He actually was talking, and it wasn't just for us to infer. He's got a personality, obviously, and that's showcasing in that cutscene earlier. He wants to get to Adrian as well, because Adrian's the closest thing he has to info about himself, and Adrian's being a frickin' child, as far as we're aware story-wise. Yeah, I like that. There's a lot of various elements, story-wise, world-building, in this game that I actually give the people a lot of props for. Why is this place always got all these weirdos? Just want to mourn in peace. But it's not the right piece. Yeah, that is not the right piece for that sentence. You need to... It's P-E-A-C-E. This game is not getting the updates it needs. It is what it is. What I did want to say was, those that were Kickstarter backers, are you getting proper updates for all this stuff that's happening? Frank, why can't you just lockpick this one? We need to go this way. Whatever. Whatever. It's only plot relevant in a cutscene, kind of like dying or whatever. It's not going to happen otherwise. Because, yeah, once more, I only really saw a single video kind of going into detail about what was going on with this game and everything. And it was honestly a while ago. I cannot exactly remember what was happening, to be perfectly honest. As upsetting as that is, because honestly, I feel like I should have researched a bit more. Ooh, we can get one of the vamp dudes. Vamp almost sounds like a slur, doesn't it? Like, it's got like the whole like shortening paired with a bit of a power behind the pronunciation, you know? Just almost properly feels like a it's honestly going to be interesting. How do I want to handle this? I think Field Poison is just a smart move right now. As usual, probably just try to focus one down. I think since there's no, ooh, they can heal themselves by 30 with an attack. That's not okay. Let's go with the field heal. This dude... Major HP share. Oh, wait. That's a skill I've never seen. Healing outright hurt. Camaraderie. That's... oh, that's gonna be rough. It's actually gonna be really, really rough. Just gonna have to try and deal with them. Go from there, but... maybe just kind of screwed myself up majorly with that move. Yeah, these dudes are... gotta be something for it. No, it's gotta be a curse. Okay. Oh, healing deals damage instead. Okay. Well, that means I can still do things as a healer on this one, just not to themselves. And then just outright. Get this dude to do shelter. There we go. Well, I thought it was fine. But in my hubris, to be fair, I have many hubris moments. What was I saying beforehand? Oh, just the fact that vamp almost sounds like a slur. It's just kind of got all the right aspects of it, but I don't think anyone really super cares, considering you know what? Go for that. They're not real individuals, they're not creatures, they're fake. Then again, I feel like, because like I grew up a good portion on the internet or whatever, and put curse on you, man. You like curses? Let's get curses on you. I was hoping the big one would have heals too. That we could use, but here's what it is. Let's go. Oh, for the there we go. Anyways, I grew up on the internet or whatever, and I've seen people get upset at fictional stuff for no reason, when it's just like, it's fictional stuff. Like, that doesn't exist. Why are you getting upset at it? Like, you're complicating things. Why? Oh, it's starting to get down to the wire. It's all simply because I didn't know about that curse, but it's honestly on me. Like, we've dealt with curses beforehand, but actually, oh, why'd I defend? I meant to use. Oh well, that's what it is. We've dealt with enemies like cursing, basically. But considering they were like smaller battles, I never really paid much attention to them. Gosh, stun break would be really nice about now. Skill. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, like, I remember it saying you could use mimicry on your own people, too. Hey. I can dig that. Odin, let's heal. Revivify. Magic strikes, minus defense, swift attack. Yeah. Go for war. Oof. A lot worse damage compared to my main dude. But he doesn't have the same equips or anything, so that's not really his fault. Yeah, I think this is all gonna basically come down to a Does he have SP hit or anything? I thought he did, but no, whatever. It is what the heck it is. Oof. Anyways, I've seen people online get stupidly upset at things that's like, that doesn't exist. You're getting upset at things that they aren't real. Like, why are you stupidly upset about, gosh, what was it? Besides the fact that I was like kind of on Tumblr for a bit of Undertale and everything that was, yeah, let's retry. I like the fact that this game isn't too unforgiving. Just the fact that it immediately lets you retry a fight if you lose it. But yeah, as horrible as being on Tumblr, it's like I didn't even like post on Tumblr. I just kind of like joined to keep up with others. We're on Tumblr. Just like, we're part of a friend group I'm not even a part of anymore. Yeah, just go for the same thing here. I just need to be worried about all those curses and the like. Probably be okay. Dude. Hashtag freaking rude. Well, they didn't put on a curse though, so it's fine to do this. Let's major HP share. A boil. Try to get these dudes down. Grew up on Tumblr. Didn't grow up on it. Was on Tumblr during some of the worst times of it, basically. Actually, I don't even know that. And just besides people simping over skeletons and trying to come up with some way for the skeletons to be sexy, like, no, these skeletons need to be able to have sex, so we need to come up with this so they can have sex, basically. Besides that, and the interesting aspects that was, yeah. Go. Yeah. People were also getting upset back in the day about connotations of that game and the fact that you could technically wipe out the entire monster race or whatever. And it's like, yeah, it's not meant to be good. It's making a statement about becoming a monster by doing that, basically. It's like, no, they weren't paying attention to that bit. Nuance isn't exactly... Well, it was a bunch of teenagers, basically. I blame them for not understanding nuance. Heck, I don't understand nuance. I have an excuse, though. I'm high-functioning autistic. Gosh. That is a conversation to have, to be honest. Ooh. I don't think anyone got cursed. So it's probably fine to go ahead and heal. Yeah, okay. Let's go with the minor share over on Death Oil. Keep up the heat. This episode's gonna be a bit longer because of this boss fight alone. Yeah, it was just... I don't know, it feels kind of... I got the speed one. Yeah, that. There we go. It feels kind of gross, looking back to how upset people constantly got over that kind of stuff, and I'm not saying it's wrong. I don't want to say that. Like, a lot of individuals are actually able to speak up about what they're not comfortable with, which is great. That's actually a wonderful thing. What does upset me, though, is the... I want to say cry wolf aspect to it, because it's starting to get to a cry wolf aspect of some of that stuff, to be perfectly honest. At least it was at the time. I'm not on that site for a reason. I kind of grew out of it, whatever. Grew out of the friend group, grew out of a lot of people there, grew out of a lot of stuff in general. But, speed one on that boil. Try to slowly take this dude down. We're doing a lot better this time. But the cry wolf aspect of not being okay with things, and like, once more, I understand not being okay with stuff, but some people took it too far. Like, a lot of people actually took it a bit too far. Aether up. This dude can attack. This one can... Oh, he's got heals. Why wasn't I aware he had heals? Like, a lot of people were just basically looking for a fight to be offended about, it seemed. And it added a lot of overall issues to people speaking up with not being okay with things, because it made those individuals who actually were having issues dealing with circumstances seem basically like they were lying, I guess you could say, because all these people wanted to be, I don't know. Let's be honest, a lot of them were like pre-tween, like tweens, pre-teens, a few young teens that just wanted to be special in a way, and their way to be special was talk about how screwed up they were, and this is still happening on a lot of social media platforms. This isn't like me going out on a limb. This happens on like almost every social media platform nowadays. A lot of younger people want attention, so they'll discuss how they have so many issues with X, Y, Z, and honestly, they do have issues, but it's not the issues they're talking about. The issues they have are actually over the fact that they feel the need to constantly be validated online, and kind of watch the rise of that. Just, it's more kind of like almost third person, like out of the loop almost. At least that's how it felt, because like I wasn't fully taking part in any of this. So, let's see here. I'm trying to get a good bit of SP going. It's just slow and steady on this dude. Anyways, you'd see a lot of people just get upset at stuff that it seemed odd to get upset about. But then occasionally you'd also see people who are perfectly validated, like, nah, we can't keep saying this kind of thing. And it's like, yeah, that's good. We shouldn't be saying that kind of thing. Heck, the era I grew up with, a lot of people were saying the N-word when they should not be saying the N-word. Like, that came up a lot. There are still a lot of people saying the N-word that should not be saying the N-word, man. They're still out there, and it's like, nah, man, you can't be saying that. Like, you really can't, man. Ooh, I was hoping I had enough for another. Let's go with that. He is almost down. And it's like, it's great that people are not saying that anymore, because, yeah, that's not okay to keep saying. It's not okay to be saying in a lot of scenarios. Gosh, did people think they got a pass for some reason? And it was just gross behavior on a lot of accounts. And now that we as a society are moving past that, it's great. But it feels like every step we take, there's a bunch of people weighing down on those kind of steps progression-wise because they wanna, I don't know, stand out. It's like a weird attention-seeking thing. It's like, I'll go more into detail about this like next episode. I know going, like, stopping the episode there makes it sound worse than it is. No, it's still happening in like modern day politics and stuff. Heck, it seems a lot of, I guess a good way to summarize it is feminism used to be about equal rights. And now it's about matriarchal viewpoints. Like, it's not equal rights anymore. It's down with the patriarchy, in with the matriarchy. And it's individuals like that that would take something good like an equal rights movement and start to turn it for their own benefit that I'm talking about. It's very weird to see. I'm not saying people saying they're uncomfortable with how things are discussed and they have boundaries is a bad thing. That's perfectly valid, and I try to work around those. I'm not stopping that. It's people using the movement of individuals having boundaries and having their own, like, not okay things happening to push their own agenda. Whether that agenda is as simple as attention hogging, or I don't know, maybe actually pushing social groups to change bit by bit. But that is happening. And it's a difficult thing to discuss because it's constantly riding a fine line of possibly walking on eggshells. There are bad individuals and groups of people who need care, and if you call out those individuals who are making things worse for those groups, the groups will try to defend them because they see them as their own, as opposed to an individual that is actually harming the group as a whole. hopefully that's enough to end this on. And I know it's a long episode, guys. I just I'm posting this on the internet. Can you blame me for trying to like kind of go a bit more into detail so you guys aren't just like frothing at the mouth like, how could you say that kind of thing? I'm trying to be gray and like not dickish in basically saying there's bad eggs in a few groups that are ruining it for a lot of people. All right, I'll call it here, guys. It's been a really long episode. I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.